both camera clean. Oh, can you mute me? 안녕하세요. Hello, Korea.
Hello.
You back in Cheongju, huh?
Yes.
Okay, very good. There's so many of you. So nice to see you. Yes.
Yes.
Did you have lunch? How was lunch?
점심은 어떠냐? 점심 맛있었네.
네.
많다.
그래, 저기 많을 것 같아.
How hot is it in Korea right now? Today in Rosemead, it's how hot is it today? It's like 30 degrees Celsius, huh? 93 into Celsius is how many?
아니야.
No.
31 or 32 degrees Celsius here in Rosemead.
30일에 29 degrees Celsius, but very humid.
Over there it's only 29 degrees? Oh,
But it's humid.
it's humid, huh? Yeah, over here it's not humid, but it's very, very hot.
So Kwang's wife said that nowadays the Vietnamese people come and say Korea is too hot because the weather change.
She's saving herself for the talk, huh?
빨리
잘 잡아야 돼. 처음에 할 때 잘 편하게 잘 잡아.
스님 쳐다보고 계셔. 아니 그러지 말고 좀 위에까지 올려가지고 자리 앉아.
Ready? Okay, we're good. Hello, everyone. It's nice to have you here with us. I guess everyone is ready. So we've been studying Master YongHua's Chan instructional talks. So let's continue. Let's play.
鬼神在那头哭起来，那个魔王在那头喝得要死了。
Ghosts and spirits are there crying. This demon king is scared to death there.
This is referring to Master YongHua says when he looked at these his students practicing chant back then, he saw that the spirits are crying, ghosts and spirits were crying. The demon king was scared, was frightened.
Ah. 这个魔王呢，他所怕的就是怕我们现在参禅，我们真正用功。
This demon king, what is he afraid of? He is afraid of us now investigating Chan. We truly apply effort.
Okay, now why are the demon kings afraid of us practicing chant? Does anyone know? Why would they be afraid? Yes, Billy. Blue.
Hello, Master. I remember the lectures that back then he was saying that the cemetery with the demons afraid of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of, Chan, I think.
Okay, the demons are afraid of the light. Not quite. Anyone else? The demons can also emit light themselves. They're not afraid of lights. Yes. Internet. Why would the demons be afraid of us practicing chant?
We are threatening them.
We are threatening them.
They
How
don't,
so?
They don't like concentration.
They don't like concentration.
Samadhi will shake the demon's palace.
So this person here clearly is from a DRBA. Very good. That's what Master YongHua says. It's not the practicing chant, but this what happened is Master YongHua said when he recites the Shrangama mantra, the heavenly demons up in the sixth desire heaven shakes like crazy. They're so frightened. That's why that frightens them. But their demons are not necessarily afraid of us practicing chant. That's the case. Yes, the old monk, black.
According to the Surama Sutra, when someone practices Surama Sutra, like Master say, they shake their world over there, and basically when someone go to the Samadhi power, it's so their world so be shaking, so they so scared about that, they stop it.
This is why, as a monk, we are supposedly in the past required to memorize the Shrangama mantra. Because as long as there's one person who memorizes the mantra and can recite it, it will keep all the demon kings in check. They don't dare misbehave. This is why. What the monks are supposed to do, this is part of our duties. When we become monks, okay, part of our work is to keep the demons in check by memorizing and reciting a Shrangama mantra. That's why traditionally every morning ceremony we recite the mantra, okay, that Shrangama mantra, okay. And you notice now many temples they don't do that anymore because especially down here there is a big temple there that they don't even recite the Shrangama mantra, they only recite the Great Compassion mantra. Okay, that's a big mistake. Monks and nuns are supposed to memorize the Shrangama mantra because that's our job. If we don't, this world as we know it will be destroyed by the demon kings a lot quicker. That's the way it is. Okay, so it's true. However, you can recite the Shrangama mantra without having a lot of samadhi power. You still have some effect. But he's saying here, Master Xinhua is saying here, is that demon kings actually are afraid of us practicing chant, not simply because we are reciting Shrangama mantra. Even if we don't recite Shrangama mantra, demon kings are very, very afraid of us. Why? And does anyone know? 5 fingers.
Master, is it because the demons and the demon kings, they feed on our fears and afflictions and so on forth?
Yeah, so?
So if people cultivate more and more, they don't have something to feed on.
Oh, there's plenty of worldly people who are greedy, who are angry, who are lusting. So they never run out of that type of nutrition, if you will, that type of food.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially to the demons, sexual desire is like Wagyu beef to us. At least to me. Never mind. Or kimchi to you. No, it's not quite that. Anyone else? Why would the demons be afraid of us practicing chant? You notice that. The demons are not afraid of for example, Thai monks practicing meditation. They're only afraid of us chan, okay? Yeah. Which is practicing Mahayana meditation. They're not afraid of Hinayana meditation. Demons are not afraid of arhats at all. Okay? Arhats have no way of controlling demons unless they use Shrangama mantra. Okay? Yes. Blue.
Yes, Master. I guess they're afraid someone might get enlightened.
That's right. Demon kings are only afraid of us becoming enlightened. They're not afraid of the externalists like the Taoists or the Hinayana practitioners practicing meditation and working very hard. They're not afraid because they know that these people cannot get very far. However, when we do Chan or Chan in Chinese means that you're practicing Mahayana meditation. Okay, it's not the Huatou as the Koreans know it. Okay, it's not Chan, the way the Korean culture now turned it into a Huatou practice, a Gungan practice. Actually, Chan is actually a general term for Mahayana meditation. Okay, and because the Chan here has so many more, as I keep on telling you, has so many more powerful Chan meditation methods than the Huatou, for example. Much more, much stronger, much faster, much more powerful. Okay, produce much faster results. Okay, so that's why the Chan here should not be construed, especially by our Korean friends, as simply doing the Huatou or practicing Gungan as the Koreans and Japanese are very enamored with. It's not. It's practicing Mahayana meditation. Chan is Mahayana meditation. Okay, so these demon kings, okay, the small demons, you can't blame them because they're not very bright. Here I am offending demons now tonight. But demon kings are very wise. They knew better. So they are really, really afraid of us practicing Chan meditation, because Chan meditators Chan meditation is a Dun Jiao. Okay? It is a sudden enlightenment teaching. And as long as there are people practicing this Chan here, people can just become enlightened just like that. Whereas you have all these people in Hinayana countries, the Hinayana cultures, who practice meditation. They practice for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, entire lifetime. They will not become enlightened. But they will not see the Buddha nature and become and accomplish Buddhahood. Okay? They will not. They cannot. It's not possible. The technology, the methodology is does not enable them to attain, to reach the great enlightenment that a Chan meditation has. Okay? So that's why the demon kings, they're not worried about the other temples that practice meditation and so forth. You know, they only pay attention to Mahayana temples, where they know that these people, because Mahayana Chan, Mahayana meditation has methods, Dharma doors, that will enable us to become enlightened, just like that. Okay? That's why earlier I said, the Huatou and the Gungan is not very fast, because I haven't heard anyone who does Huatou and Gungan and become enlightened just like that. Have you? In Korea? In Japan? Anywhere in the world? Gungan, Huatou, and become enlightened just like that? The fastest I heard is half an hour. In the books, in our Chan books, Chinese Chan books, one person practiced the Huatou in China, and he got enlightened half an hour, which is extraordinary. But for us, in our lineage, this is all it takes us. Okay? We have that technology. And that's why the demon kings are extremely worried. Okay? I don't want you to get the wrong impression, but every time we organize a summer Chanqi and a winter Chanqi, do you know that we have so many issues? I have something that almost blew up in my face and destroy my face during this summer Qi. That's why I had to spend time fixing that problem. Okay? Every single Qi we have so many problems. Okay? From all directions. It's because the demon kings are very worried. They're very frightened. That's why they attack us from so many directions. That's the way it is. So that's why for us to be able to organize, for the temples to be able to organize an authentic Chan, Qi, is extremely, extremely rare. I'll give you an example. Okay, give you an example. My master's temple at up north, in Northern California, they only really have one temple that organizes the Chan Qis in the winter time. Okay? And when I was there, we were supposed to start at 3 and end at midnight every day. Now, in their glorious wisdom, they decide to chop it down to you get up at 5 or 6 in the morning and you go to bed at 9 o'clock. So you shorten the training program like that. It's no longer a Chanqi. It's because the Chanqi method, the technology, is not meant to be like that. So that's why the demon kings, to me, the demon kings infiltrated the ranks and distorted the Dharma so that now it's not really a Chanqi anymore. That's why it's very difficult to become enlightened if you do it like that. Is it clear? So the demon king is afraid, and that's why he's acting upon his fear. Okay? He's not sitting there and saying, "Oh, I'm so scared of them." No, they are manipulating, they are mobilizing all their armies to come at us full force. Okay, not only attacking me personally, attacking the temple and so many from so many different ways. So that's why, that's a proof that they're very, very afraid of us. Because once you become enlightened, okay, and because they know that it's not taught, the demon kings witness the fact that our people accomplish Chan. That's why they're afraid. When they see these people who have the aura, but they don't understand the methodology anymore, and they practice Chan, and they water it down to the point where it's really no longer authentic Chan, then the demon kings are not horribly worried at all, okay? Because they succeeded in confusing the organizers already, okay? However, these people, these demon kings are frightened because they realize that as long as we carry on the tradition, as long as we preserve the authentic Chan training technology, we can produce people. We produce enlightened people, okay? Slowly or very quickly, depending on their potentials. That's why they're frightened. And once these people become enlightened, what happened? The demons can no longer confuse them for very long. They're able to confuse those people up north because they're confused. They can get confused. Once you become enlightened, the demons can no longer keep you confused for a long time at all. That's number one. Number two, okay, now, not only are you not fooled by the demon kings anymore, okay, you also have the weaponry. You have something the demon kings are helpless against. That's why they're so afraid of us. What are they afraid of? They're afraid of our Vajra. They can no longer destroy us. Okay? The demon kings can no longer destroy enlightened people because enlightened people's body becomes Vajra. They become indestructible. So that's why these people who practice Chan, they don't need the Shranga mantra anymore. And the demon kings are still afraid of them because they're so indestructible. It's no weapon that the demon kings has that can harm or destroy the enlightened people. And moreover, what we have in our lineage is the hands and eyes. And you Korean people pay attention. The hands and eyes is that it's a form of secret practice in our lineage. Okay? And this speaks very highly of your potential because my master allowed me to transmit it to you. Okay? He told me, transmit it to them, teach them from his own mouth. Okay? So we have all these weapons from our hands and eyes practice that will create these weapons. They're made of Vajra. And these weapons are invincible. There's no demon weapon that can match. I tried it, and it really destroyed the weapons. Okay, they are no match against us. That's why they're frightened. But let me tell you, it's one thing that I want you, all of you, to be careful about. Is that the demon kings are extremely, extremely smart. Okay? Extremely devious. Yeah. Never underestimate them. Even though we have better weaponry, but they are so devious that they can easily fool you if you don't pay attention. Okay? That's all I want to tell you. So when you get to that stage where you have to fight the demons and they try these tricks on you, then you know what I'm talking about. Never underestimate them. Never, ever. Okay? So just because the Master YongHua says, this demon king here, he's frightened of us, up to a certain point, they don't give up. They still come at us in so many ways. Okay? And which is to us is a good thing. It keeps us humble and keeps us on our toes. They're watching us 24 hours a day, like it or not. Questions? Is it clear? Now, if you become enlightened and you recite Shranga mantra, it's even more dangerous to the demon kings. That's why we have so many tools and weapons to keep the demon kings in check. Whereas a fourth stage Arhat, 5 fingers, wait a minute, the fourth stage Arhat cannot have the wisdom nor the samadhi power nor the weaponry to deal with the demon kings. That's why demon kings are not impressed with the fourth stage Arhat, unfortunately. Okay? They dance circles around us. The Arhats wouldn't know. All right, 5 fingers.
Master, is it possible that we can send some of the demon kings to Pure Land?
Of course we can.
But then if the Saha world, if there's no demon kings, then we can cultivate, right?
What do you think? See, these Koreans are so crafty. You know, they said, demon kings, let's find a way to get rid of these demon kings. Why are you so afraid of demon kings, huh? 5 fingers? Why do you have to send them to the Pure Land? Let them do their work. What are you afraid of?
They harass me every day.
Let them try to destroy us. What's the big deal? What do you think? Huh? Yes, blue, green.
If we send one to Pure Land, another will take its place.
Absolutely. Hey, 5 fingers. Have you ever seen a beehive? Huh? As soon as you get rid of the queen bee, the next bee will become queen. And you get rid of the queen bee, another one will be promoted and become a queen bee. They're endless. Okay? There's no point in getting rid of them. Okay? And that's Mahayana. Yes, sometimes we feel like sometimes we could send them to the Pure Land if we feel like it, because we happen to like a demon king. I happen to like some. Some are pretty good buddies, but most of the time, let them do their stuff, and so that we can do our stuff. Okay, it's nothing to be afraid of. Yes, internet.
And why can Arhats still be killed and Buddha still be harmed? Does that suggest murderers are more powerful than demons?
What?
Why can Arhats still be killed and Buddha still be harmed? Does that suggest that murderers are more powerful than demons?
No, it's the fact that it's a karmic forces. If the Buddha owes Devadatta his life, then Devadatta has the power to harm and kill the Buddha. It's called karmic retribution. Okay, only Devadatta can do it to the Buddha. If the Buddha didn't harm us in a prior life, there's no thing we can do to the Buddha. Yes, continue it. Yes, continue.
The demon king help us cultivate. Without demons, there can't be the Buddha. Is this true?
Let me put it this way. first of all, there's no need to be fearful of the demons. Okay? Just because they're dangerous, because they're bent upon harming us and trying to kill us, doesn't mean you should be afraid. Okay? Number two, for us, because the demons are so good at trying to confuse and destroy us, actually, they help us become enlightened a lot quicker than otherwise. Because if, let's face it, if you have no motivation at all, you don't feel threatened, if you feel that you don't feel there's no pressure at all, because what's the hurry? It's still, mañana. In the U.S., there's a Hispanic culture. We have something called mañana. They say, that's you tell someone says, let's get the job done. The person would say, in here, in California, say, mañana. They say that meaning that there's still tomorrow. What's the hurry? And then tomorrow you ask them, let's get it done. They say, mañana. Okay? Because there's no hurry at all. They feel no pressure at all to do anything. Whereas for us, we know that the demons are very dangerous, and they're actually are doing everything they can 24 hours to harm us. That's what they're doing. They're doing it right now, especially during a chanchi. Okay? So because of that, we need to be on our toes, and that's actually helping us become enlightened quicker than otherwise. So to us, demon kings are actually very useful. There's no need to send them to Pure Land. Let them. So the Americans have an expression: "Bring it on." Okay, bring it on. Or, is that all you got? Yes.
3 more questions. I thought the Buddha has no karma.
Yes, it has. Past karmas. Number 2, yes.
Wasn't it without ghosts that there can't be Buddhas?
Ghosts are Buddhas. What are you talking about? Number 3.
Does that mean it is easier to cultivate in the Saha world than in the Pure Land because in the Pure Land there are no demons?
No, it's not easier. It's much harder to cultivate here. Okay? It is so hard to cultivate here. It's infinitely harder to cultivate here. Okay? And that's why this place here is not meant for everyone. Listen. In a prior generation, my master is really the only person who can teach Mahayana, and he had to bring Mahayana from China to the U.S., and that's a lot of work. And he trained a lot of people, a few which are enlightened. Okay, that is a tremendous amount of work. It's not that easy. Yes?
Master, will the 1,000-hand Guan Yin arrive at our temple this fall?
We hope so. Well, that's up to 5 fingers and those people in Korea to make sure that our Korean sculptor artist is on schedule. He told me that it would be ready in September, October, and we look forward to it. Okay, it will be a cool thing because it will be the first time that we have the most accurate 42 hands and eyes, 1 yin, 1,000 hands eyes, 1 yin statue in the whole world. Most of the statues that are carved out there are wrong because they don't understand hands and eyes. Yes.
Does it give us more karmic merit to cultivate in the Saha world versus the Pure Land? AKA, if we can do it, does it make us enlighten faster?
Absolutely. In the Pure Land, it is so much easier to practice because you have very few obstructions. And because of that, your progress in the Pure Land will be very, very slow. It takes, even though you go to Western Bliss Pure Land, which most Koreans don't know how to get to, you go there and you will become a Buddha in one lifetime. But that lifetime is like infinitely long. It takes forever. Okay? Because even with the Buddha's teaching, that environment, okay, in that environment, you plug along, you make progress towards Buddhahood very, very slowly, like a boat, okay, like a boat on the river, okay, rowing down the river very softly, very gently. So it takes forever to get there. Okay. However, it is guaranteed that you will get there. Okay, and there's a lot more going on in Pure Land than I'm authorized to tell you. Okay, we don't want to reveal too much to you because then you intellectuals will open your big mouth and say, I know everything about the Pure Land. No, you don't. When you open your mouth, you talk about Pure Land from the books, we know that you don't know what you're talking about. We don't say anything. Okay, but there is a lot more going on in what's going on in the Pure Land. But the point being, regardless, Pure Land is the progress you're making is very slow. Whereas in the Saha world, you have so many obstructions. You have something that's called Demon King, which you don't have in the Pure Land. The Demon King, as soon as you resolved to cultivate and become enlightened, okay, he will come and kill you, kill your family, all those things. It's very cool. Okay? So I don't envy you. It's better, it's much easier here to become a doctor and lawyer, and no offense, and make a lot of money, enjoy yourself. The demons will support you, will come and to your, send patients to your office and your companies. But when you cultivate, they will throw the sink at you, kitchen sink at you, to try to stop you, to try to kill you, to try to make you stop. And they pull the strings from your own families, okay? From your husband, from your wives, from your children, to stop you from cultivating. Because they are so frightened that if you practice, if you receive training, you will become enlightened. Because that's the only purpose we have for training you, is to help you become enlightened. There's no other reason. It's not to have more disciples, not to have a bigger temple, not to have more money, not to be more famous, and so forth. The only purpose in our tradition is to help you become enlightened, period. So, if you will, for you Five Fingers and you people who are new to us, okay, I admire my teacher so much because he's the first one in the U.S., okay, who brought over a technology, a methodology to help people become enlightened through the Wei-Yang lineage. Okay? It's not done before. Wasn't done before until he came along. Now we have a systematic way of, if you will, investing in people and help them become enlightened, because that's what it takes. We need to invest in you. Just like you parents have to invest in your children so that they eventually are able to support themselves and be a important contributing member of society. Without that investment in your children's education and training, they will not be able to support themselves. Do you hear that, Joseph? No, he doesn't hear it. Yeah. All right? Try volume again. All right. Go on.
咱们一真正用功啊，那个魔王就没有法子了，他没有法子再来迷毁人了，所以呀，喝的他要死。
Once we truly apply effort, that Demon King has no methods. He has no method to confuse people anymore. Thus, he is afraid to death.
Okay, this is where I disagree with him. This is not correct. Okay, this is. I don't know why he said that. This is not true, because as you apply efforts, they come up with ways to confuse you. That's why they're useful. Okay? The higher your level Kung Fu, the more, the harder it is they will come at you. And that's why it helps. It's very beneficial. Okay? So they will confuse you regardless. Okay? And that's why the Chinese are very smart. Okay? They know. And this is, I don't know why Master YongHua said this. Maybe his children back then are too chicken. So he says, don't worry when you practice Mahayana with me, there's no way of confusing you. It's not true. Because regardless of where you are, the demons will come and attack you, okay, and confuse you at all levels. They never stop. Because that's the only raison d'être. That's the only reason for them to be, is to come and confuse us and attack us, okay? Which is a cool thing. Now, this is why the Chinese is superior than all the other approaches, because they know that the demons will come at you full force, and you will be confused. That's why there's something called a good known advisor who will shield you at times so that the demons cannot get to you at times. Okay? For example, the demon comes try to kill you, there's no way that's going to happen. Okay? Because they kill you, you cannot practice anymore. But if they come and confuse you in a way that's conducive, that's very helpful, that's not a problem. We let it happen. Okay? So the demons may be extremely devious, but we can outsmart them. Okay. See, now I'm making even more enemies. Okay, that's why we're not afraid of demons, because they may be devious, but we can spot them. Okay? We can see them. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid to be seen. Okay? So, with this slide 45 here, I humbly disagree with my teacher. This is not correct. Okay? He will confuse us in so many ways. Okay? Which is very useful most of the time. Okay? And that's why if you're by yourself and you try to deal with the demon by yourself, like the Arhats or the Hinayana people who sit there in the mountain, in the valley, meditating year after year after year, they are so easily confused by the demons, they don't even know. Okay? Whereas when the demons come to a Chan monastery, okay, we spot them already. Okay? So that's why we use the demons as well for training purposes, if you will. When you're confused, it makes you less arrogant. Don't think you're so hot. Don't think you know it all. Just like I've been biting my tongue, not saying anything about the fact that my master's Chan Dharma is reduced from 3 in the morning, Chan Chi, to 5 or 6 in the morning and 9 o'clock at night for you to rest. To me, it's confusion. Okay? Meaning that they succeeded in confusing them. It's no longer Chan Chi. It's amateurish training, in my humble opinion. Okay? Go on.
你这一参禅，咱们21个钟头，脚踏实地，认真来修行。
You investigate Chan here. We do 21 hours of feet on firm ground, serious practice.
You see, just to give you an idea, he talked about back then to his disciple, he allowed some of them to do standing meditation for 21 hours. Okay? How many hours are we doing every day, huh? Chung In, Sunim? Huh? How many hours are you doing? Is it 21 hours?
24 hours I standing.
Did you hear that? 24 hours. Say it in Korean so that 5 fingers can hear it.
네, 24시간 서 있습니다.
So, see, so 5 fingers has got it easy going over there. Look at that.
정혜승이 화이팅!
Yeah.
화이팅!
And you have one more 24 hours to go, right?
Yes, master.
하루 더 가야 돼.
The Chung-In Sunim is doing it for 6 days in a row now. No sleeping. No sleeping, 24 hours. So close. Do not fall asleep. Do not quit.
Yes, master.
So impressive. Very good. Okay? So you see, we do it more than Master Shinhua, not less. So that's why our students progress quicker than his students. Ours is tougher. Our program isn't tougher than his. They do 21, we do 24. Very good. Thank you. Continue.
Ah. 脚踏实地，就走了这么走这个脚走到地上，站到地上，这叫脚踏实。
Feet on the firm ground. Just like this, the foot walk on the ground, stand on the ground.
1分钟俺们都不马虎。
This is called have our feet on firm ground. We are not careless for even 1 minute.
Sit in full lotus, boy. Show off. Sit full lotus. How many hours can he sit now? This boy here? 2 hours? How old is he? 3 years old. Hey folks in Korea, this is a 3 years old boy. He can sit in full lotus for 2 hours now. Yeah, look.
알롱 안녕.
Yeah. Let me show.
다리가 안 보인다 야.
Here.
와, good job.
Impressive, boy. Very good. Okay, go play. Yeah, even we're not careless for even 1 minute, because you're careless, you fall asleep. Very good. Hey, now this is for you over there in San Jose and in Ontario, Ottawa, not Ontario. This is oh, now you're too heavy for me to lift. This is Helen. Helen, how old are you, Helen? 8. Oh, very good. This is 8. This is our 8-year-old. Huh? She hangs around here during a chanchi. Okay, and this is the other boy right here. You see, here. Look at that. All right. He likes it. He likes attention. You see. All right. Okay. Continue, please.
每一分钟都不放过去，不能叫它空过去。
每一分钟都不放过去，不能叫它。We will not just let every minute go by, cannot let it go by in vain.
这样子认真用功，天地呀都恐惧上。这叫惊天动地。
He particularly likes puerty. He's crazy about puerty. Only the good kind, not the cheap puerty. He does not like cheap puerty. Only likes good puerty, huh? All right, go on.
Like this, applying effort seriously, this heaven and earth are frightened. This is called startling the heaven, shaking the earth.
大地六边震动，天上害怕，惊恐起来，那个天 really surprise，这个地呀也摇动起来了。
This earth six transformation quakes. The heaven is scared, frightened. That heaven is very surprised. This earth shakes as well.
鬼神呢，在那不知道你这种境界了，他们就都哭起来，这叫鬼哭。
Ghosts and spirits there don't know your state, then they all cry. This is called ghosts cry.
鬼在那地方就哭，神就嚎，神呢在那种，也都不得了，他们认为，那么我们做这种事情，所以呀，这是最稀有的。
The spirits are screaming. Spirits are there. They all scream. Oh, this is serious. Then we do these type of things. So this is most rare.
可以说是在西方的国家，从来就没有过。所以这一般的西方人呢，也都怕起来了。
We can say in the Western country, never had. So these ordinary Western people are all afraid.
简直的！以前说来要参加这个座谈班的，也不敢来了。
Gosh, the ones who said they would join this sitting Chan class in the past, they are not come neither.
为什么呢？不是他不敢来，他那个业量很重。
Why? It's not that he dare not come. His karmic obstruction is very heavy.
And this is a very important point. You don't come practice, you don't cultivate, primarily because you stop yourself. No one is stopping you. You decide not to come, and you come up with reasons not to do it. Okay? And that's called karmic obstructions. Because in the past, you obstructed other people from cultivating. And that's why now you're being obstructed to cultivate. So that's why you have to be careful to avoid obstructing people from cultivation.
种种的因缘令他来不了，不能成功。
Many causes and conditions made him unable to come, cannot succeed.
And you know, right now we have a pandemic. For example, some people were planning on coming here to do the summer Chanqi, and they couldn't because of the lockdown. They're afraid to come. They're not allowed to come. And when they hear, I noticed the other day one of my disciples who's older, he came to the temple. He has his full mask, and he came in, and you know, you see, you feel for these people because they are so afraid for their lives. Okay, especially shocking to see that you are so relaxed, and you've been doing this for so long already. Yeah? Okay.
所以呀，很多人知道我们这儿有一个座谈班，但是他不敢来参加，因为太厉害。
So many people know we have a sitting Chan class, but he dare not come, dare not join, because it is too demanding.
不是俺们太厉害，因为他太没有出息了，太没有不堪造就了。
不肯造就。
Not us too demanding, because he is too not promising, too hopeless to train. He is hopeless to train.
不肯造。
他不堪造就，就是好像这一棵树横七竖八的，很多枝杈。
Thus, just like this tree, many branches are horizontal 7, vertical 8.
没有可乘的材料，不能造大房子，造大的这个楼。
Doesn't have material that can be used to build, cannot build big house or big building.
他因为不成材料，所以他想来的时候也不行的。
Because he is good for nothing, so even if he wanted to come, still cannot.
这个尤其你们把这个门口那地方贴上那个那么厉害的这个 announcement 谁要说话就要把舌头给割下来。
This especially you put such fierce announcement on the door. Whoever talks will cut off their tongue.
Why is that? Why would the Chinese? This is something that I noticed. The Chinese temple put a lot of emphasis on. I don't know about Korean temples. You have this too, where you don't biko, huh? Just slice, yeah. It's what's a Chinese word for that? Biko or biyan or something? Jinju, huh?
禁语.
Jinyu. Okay, you have that in Korea too, where
Yes, Master.
you don't talk, right?
Yes, Master.
You don't talk. You just meditate. You don't talk to people. So if you need to talk to people, what do? You write or what?
이야기를 하지 못합니다.
Okay, I notice this is quite in the Asian countries, the Asian temples, they do this a lot. And you know why they do that? Hey, very good. Come up over here. Come up, share the podium with me. You should see these people. They're very. Okay, there you go. Have some tea. It's okay because Master YongHua drank already, so now we can finish it. Okay, so why do you think the Chinese or the Asians like to do the jinyu, to stop the talk, no talking? Why? Come on, Helen, come. There you go. Yeah. I give you a hand. There you go. Yeah. Look at him. He really likes tea. This boy is something else. Yes. Why would they like to do that? Because you recite the Buddha's name, you do the Gungan, you practice chant, you stand, and you build up this chi. Okay? And then when you talk, the chi escapes. That's why the Asians are very smart. They stop talking to minimize the chi loss. But in our temple, do we do that? I notice our temple, we don't do that. How come? I notice you guys at lunch, you talk like crazy. You laugh and you talk all the time. Especially you go to the Chinese temple at lunchtime, it's so quiet, right? Everyone eats and they're so quiet. No one speaks anything because they're in concentration while eating. And what do we do? We say, "Oh, have you tried the kimchi? Oh, this is fantastic today. It's much better than yesterday." And we talk constantly. And that's why you're not enlightened, and the Chinese will become enlightened before you do. The reason, so you see the rationale for the Asians to jinyu, to stop talking. Okay? Jin is to stop, right? Yu is the words. Okay? Stop the words. Stop talking. Stop using your mouth. Okay? It's because it's an outflow. So this very important point here is that when you practice, you want to minimize your outflows. Yes? That's the point. It's not so much about talking. Is that clear? Okay? Because if you don't talk, but up here, okay, you're thinking like crazy, that doesn't help either. Okay? So the jinyu here means that the Dharma behind that that most Asians don't know anymore, don't understand anymore, is that you minimize outflows, you minimize your afflictions, in particular this one here. I'm not worried about your mouth, okay? Because when I give you food, I give you tea to drink. You're too busy, you cannot talk, okay? That's why we feed you very well. We give you kimchi, give you bread, you give you all kinds of good things so that when you eat, you cannot talk, okay? So that's why we have a way to stop you from having outflows in your mouth. But what I cannot control is your outflows up here. You keep on thinking, this is the worst outflow there is, okay? Yeah. So to me, the Chinese style is not that effective. That's why, these people, many people that go to the Asian temples, they do Jinyu. They don't talk anymore. But a good number of them go crazy. They can't stand the pressure. Okay? Because the pressure is up here. It's not in your mouth. Okay? Of course. That is called what? What is called what? 见教. 见教. Gradual training, gradual teaching. Because you build up a chi so you build up gradually. Whereas in dun jiao, you don't need to build up like that. It's much the different ways to build to do it without having to build up the chi like that. Okay? And that's why the technology is different. I feel that in our temple, since day one, we are so lax because I'm not interested in Jinyu. I saw it in the Asian temples already. I saw it in my master's temple already. It's not Jinyu. They don't understand it's up here, okay? And because of that, it doesn't quite work, okay? And because some of them are so intense that they go crazy. They can't take the pressure, okay? Whereas our style is a lot more relaxed, and we talk, but actually it's for a purpose. It's not outflow. That's our style is dun jiao. Their style, Asian style, is because of Jinyu is jian jiao. Okay, our style is dun jiao. And eventually, when it's your turn to train people, maybe someday I teach you. Okay, just notice that. How you like it? Good tea? Good tea? Okay, time is up. Any final questions? No questions? So that's why I want you to understand that we learn from the Chinese. We pick up good things from the Thai, from the Koreans, from the whoever, the Japanese, the Vietnamese, and so forth. But we need to make it something that works for us here, okay? In particular, in this Dharma ending age, okay? Where their methods, the Jinyu, I feel is more for the Asian culture and so forth. For here in the U.S., for us, for me, it's too slow. I don't like it. That's why I never took it seriously. I think I remember Xian Jie, he went to Taiwan and he came back and said, "Can I do Jinyu?" I said, "Of course you can do Jinyu." Somebody did, okay? Like they went to the Chinese temple and they said, "Oh, a lot of people do Jinyu, the real cultivator. We are always gabbing and talking and having a good time." And so somebody asked me and said, "Yeah, you can do it." And I watched. That person didn't become enlightened, so I'm not impressed. I'm a meat and potatoes person, if you will. Okay, you can talk all you want. Okay, you can do Jinyu, you can do Jinkou, you can do Jin whatever. You can sit for, or you can do whatever. As long as you become enlightened, I have no problems. Okay, if you don't become enlightened, that's when I change it. Yes.
Just thinking, I guess I probably was the one who asked about it, but I don't think I ever really tried it after.
Because I wasn't
You didn't really
impressed.
encourage me to try it, I think.
It's nonsense. Some other people also tried the Jinyu as well. I was at a Lu Mountain Temple and they did the Jinyu as well. I look at them and say, it's not going to help you this time. So that's too slow for me. Okay? Yes, orange. Can I have some tea? Is that okay? Okay, thank you.
Master,
You drank
does
all of my tea.
enlightenment also follow the cause and effect? Like, does people have to plant the seed of enlightenment before it comes to maturity?
Yeah, along those things. But the main thing is there is a particular way of training that's not something you can understand. It's not something we explain to you. Okay? It's that kind of knowledge is reserved for the teachers. It's not for the students to know. Because as soon as you know, as soon as any of you knows where we're going, where we're leading you, which road we're taking, is it Freeway 10, Freeway 110, is it 101, okay? The obstruction will be there waiting for you. They're that fast. That's why as soon as you know, they come. That's why it's better you don't know so that your obstructions cannot mobilize as quickly. Okay? As soon as you know, we change course. That's why a lot of Chan teaching is not in the books. Because we don't want you to know how, which pathways to take. It's not for you to know, for us to know, but not for you. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay. See you next time. Good job. Helen, good job. Yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing great.